Tawala's not getting enough because he's not giving enough.
I'm a foreplay kind of girl. If he knew how to do it, then we'd have it more often.
So Asali dated a giving guy.
I heard you was a 2-minute man.
And he gave her guy some advice.
Satisfy your woman 20 to 30 minutes before you satisfy yourself, baby.
Meanwhile, this model answered Tawala's call of the wild.
Danielle's a phone sex operator, and I'm into phone sex.
Now, will they learn to give as good as they get?
Asali's not giving out the pootie.
Or will they have a change of heart?
Chris Jagger, welcome to Change of Heart, and let's meet today's couple. He spotted her at a party 7 months ago and vowed to stay until he scored her phone number. So he watched patiently as other guys approached her. Then when one guy dropped to his knees and began licking her toes, he responded to the 911 and came to her rescue. Well, they've hooked up and they've been sharing a private chat line ever since. Please welcome Tawala Sharp and Asali Hatcher. Welcome to the show. Now, Asali, let me start with, first of all, why was that chump licking on your toes?
Well, first I had these open-toe shoes and I spilled my drink, and he felt the need to lick my toes, and Tawala came and rescued me.
So this guy's down there licking on her feet and Tawala to the rescue, which was nice.
I understand.
Now, Asali, what attracts you to Tawala?
Just the fact that he's so down-to-earth and optimistic.
So those are good qualities that you like?
And whenever I'm down, he hooks me up. He's got the catchphrase, life is grand.
Life is grand.
And Tawala, what about her? What is it that you like best?
I like best the fact she's a take charge kind of woman. You know, on our first date, you know, I was kind of hesitant about the whole kiss thing. You know, she kind of told me I had about 15 seconds to kiss her, or she was out.
Oh, really?
She was out, yeah. So I didn't,
she don't play. She just goes for it.
After that, it was...
Now, Tawala, talk about the relationship in a way that, what frustrates you about her?
Well, I can say that Asali would rather eat chicken than have sex.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of when she's eating, it's kind of like she's having an orgasm. Kind of like,
Well, you know why?
Explain yourself, Asali.
See, it's only because I'm a foreplay kind of girl, you know, and if he knew how to do it, then we'd have it more often.
Right. Like they say, you got to warm up the frying pan before you start cooking.
You know, I always end up pleasuring myself.
Oh, okay. No, I mean... Okay.
Now, Asali, you said that Tawala's an optimist. That's one way to describe him. What about some other ways?
He's a mama's boy.
Oh, yeah?
I love my mom.
Still lives with her,
my
calls her 5 times a day. I'm lucky if the man calls me twice.
So mom gets more attention than you do?
Definitely, and I haven't met her. I don't even know who she is.
You haven't even met her?
Don't know what she looks like.
What's up with that? That's kind of odd.
Come on. I mean, my mom's a special kind of person. I can't take everyone that I meet. I mean, me and Sally were cool.
Did you see that?
But no, I mean...
Yeah, right. I'm like, well, who's she?
Everyone.
No, she hasn't got to that level yet.
All right. Wait, come on, Tawala. One good reason why she can't meet your mom.
She's kind of crazy. She's a mental case. You know, she got some mental issues. Yeah, she has this big talking to herself thing, kind of like if we're in a club, someone's coming in, you know, and she'll just like read a girl up and down, you know, say, you know, she's abused in her past, she's a crack smoker. Listen to herself.
Whatever.
This is to me.
Whatever. He's a tight ass. That's why. If I put a coal up his ass, 10 minutes later, I'd have a diamond.
Oh, tight ass.
It's a tight ass.
Now, Asali, what about your relationship? What's his biggest misconception about the two of you?
He thinks he owns me.
No, I don't.
Okay? He is so possessive. I swear. He wants to know what monitors what I wear, where I'm going. Please, he even rifles through my purse for numbers.
Well, no.
Now, Tawala, explain why you got to be like that.
No,
Is she too flirtatious or what?
She's flirtatious, you know, she's always making eyes at God. Not, you know, in a really bad way, but, you know, I can't trust her. I got to, like, you know, find out who's calling her, you know, what the number's all about.
You got to know everything about that.
I got to know everything about it. I like to know.
No trust.
Now, Tawala, you say she's flirtatious. What about affectionate? Is she affectionate with you?
Okay. Affectionate. She's about as cold enough. She could give an iceberg a shiver. She could.
An iceberg shiver. That's pretty cold.
Oh, wow.
You know, I mean, we can't hold hands. You know, she's quick to kind of let go. You know, she's giving me chicken kisses, kind of pecks. You know, I like PDA. She won't kiss in public.
Right, now, so what about you? Why don't you enjoy more public displays of affection?
You know what? If when he kissed me, I didn't feel like I was being mugged, then maybe we do. You know what I mean? I mean, like, come on. He's so forceful. He was, give me a kiss.
He got a little romancing to do.
Yeah.
So, Tawala, what do you think you're going to learn by coming on the show today?
I think that by coming on the show today, this is the mom test. You know, we stay together after this. We're going straight to my mom's house.
All right, well, this is the big mom test. Let's see if you get to meet mom at the end of the show. Next, we're going to hear what happened after Asali gave her date a booty dance in the back of a limo. Hang on for that. Asali and Tawala. Now, Asali complains that Tawala's a possessive guy with some serious timing problems. He's too quick in the bedroom and too slow in taking her home to meet his mom. So we set her up with a guy who knows what makes a woman tick. Please welcome Ocean Marciano. Ocean, how are you? Good to see you. Give me some love, baby. You know Asali. All right, have a seat. And Ocean, let me ask you, did you have any worries at all when it was leading up to the date?
Car got stolen.
Your car got
So it
stolen?
didn't start off too good, but then you know what? I said, wait a minute. I got a nice date I'm looking forward to tonight, so I booked a limo.
Oh, well, hey, if you don't have a car, why not book a limo?
Why not?
Now, what happened when you showed up? How did Asali look?
Woo, man. She had these ripped jeans on and a lot of ass hanging out. I'm a big man for ass, and
Right.
I was like, I ain't got nothing to worry about tonight.
So you're like, oh, yeah.
Wait, the jeans with the my ass jeans. That's my ass. Okay. Wait a minute. Can you wear an ass?
All right, that's what.
That's for the night. You know.
Now,
Let's see what you
Asali,
did.
what about Ocean when you met him? What caught your eye?
This bald head.
You like that?
Oh, it's so sexy.
You like a ball?
Nice and smooth. And Tawala, did you know that she liked bald heads like that?
She never told me anything like that. She never told me.
You might have shaved
She's
if you
even,
didn't
yeah,
know.
she's even complained I've cut my hair short sometimes.
Now, Asali, besides from the pretty slick noggin here, any immediate differences between the two guys?
Well, as you can see, Ocean can dress. And aside from today, Tawala generally looks like Ross.
Wait, Ross?
You know, clothing
Dress for
store.
less?
That's yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dress
I
for
can
less.
find good clothes there, man. Come on. I
He
find
knows
good
how to
clothes
shop,
there.
is what he's saying.
You know.
Now,
All right.
Ocean, what about Asali when you guys were hanging out? Take a little while to open up to you or not?
Oh, man, we started vibing right away. She even, told me that she had a little quickie in the back of a cab with a stranger, so I was like, my date kind of got really hot
You're just telling all the business out there. Put it all out there.
Tawala, are you surprised at that? Is that
Well,
news to
yeah, I
you?
mean, because I thought those were stories that were reserved for me. I didn't
Oh,
know
I
if that
see.
was just general information.
Please.
I know it's general information. Okay.
Now, Ocean, one of the things that Tawala said was that Asali would rather eat dinner than have sex. What was your take on that?
Come on, wait a minute, brother. I heard you was a 2-minute man. And any woman out there, wait a minute.
no.
Any woman out there
No,
know
no,
if they
no,
got
no.
a 2-minute brother,
No,
they'd
no.
rather eat first. Real quick. Word of advice. Wait, little bit of advice.
Break it
Satisfy your woman 20
Break
to
it
30
down.
minutes before
Okay.
you satisfy yourself,
Okay.
baby.
There you go.
I'm a Scorpio. A Scorpio man knows what to do. I don't know.
Now, Ocean,
You look
what
a
would
little
you
light
do?
and
What would be
loafers,
your
I don't know.
technique to seduce her?
Well, first, I invite her back to my place, lay down a nice blanket next to the fireplace, a little bit of foreplay, 20 to 30 minutes before I pull out my bag of tricks.
All right, now,
You have to
Asali,
be
here you are
clown.
out on a nice romantic dinner with Ocean. How is that different than being out with Tawala?
Tawala, please. Ocean's table manners were impeccable. And Tawala over here is a big klutz. He wears most of his food.
Oh, he wears it, gets it all over him?
All over the
Okay.
place.
Okay.
All over the
Okay.
place.
Now,
Okay.
Ocean,
I
what
beg to differ.
about after dinner plans? What'd you have in store?
My best friend Garrett Jacobs kind of told me last week about, Tijuana, so I was like, I've never been. 2.5-hour drive. What you say, girl?
Why not?
Bam.
So you took the limo to Mexico. And Asali, what did you think about that? I'm very spontaneous.
Oh, I loved it. Tawala is more of an itinerary kind of guy.
Got everything planned
Everything
out.
in place.
Planned out,
Ocean over here flies by
Things
the
should
seat
be
of his
straight.
pants.
So he said, let's go to Tijuana, and away you went.
And we just went.
Now, Tawala, you got to get a little spontaneity because obviously she liked that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe from him. This was a one-time thing for her, so she's got to live it up.
All right, well, we'll see.
I wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket, baby.
Now, Ocean, what about celebrating that maiden voyage of yours? What did you guys do?
Okay, for one, I've never drank before. Okay, got a bottle of champagne sitting there, and bam, Asali is quick to poop.
Pop that
Pour some
cork.
glasses, and there we went.
Now, we heard Tawala say that she's as cold as ice. Was she affectionate with you?
Oh, there was a little bit of, touchy-feely there, and, the 80s music was on, and we sung
We were
every
singing
single one
every
of them.
song. Like every
Then I
song.
kind of noticed a little booty rubbing up against
Oh, the booty was on him, huh?
So here you are in the back of the limo with a lot of friction going on. Was there some kissing going on also, Asali?
I would love to know what Ocean's motion was. But It just didn't
You
happen.
love to know what his
Respect.
motion is.
Okay, respect.
Okay, you
Now-
get seasick, girl. Calm down.
All right, now, Asali, it was respectful. Well, what made you feel so comfortable around him?
Just he was just real down to earth, and it was really kind of it was easing. I had a good time.
Now, Ocean, sounds like you were keeping it very respectable also. Is she the kind of girl that you think you could take home to mom?
I mean, of course, if I'm dating her, you know, you can already tell. I'll be proud to introduce her.
So here you guys are going off to Mexico, Tijuana. What happened once you got there?
Ooh, homegirl bought me a drink, but I'm not the kind of person that like to sip on things. So she was like, Ocean, why don't you take, a shot? So, Chris, I looked at this little cup, and I took about 4 or 5 of them, and you know where I went from there.
And you don't drink, you start slamming shooters.
Oh,
Look
and
out.
I'm like, oh.
Now, Asali, how did they affect him? I mean,
Oh, like he turned into Michael Jackson on the dance floor.
Oh, really?
I'm like he was doing backflips, fancy
Like I
footwork,
thought,
and
little
all
light,
that good
just a
stuff.
little light.
And I love a guy who knows how to dance. And it was lovely.
Asali, he's got the moves on the dance floor. Sometimes that's followed with some passion. In your case?
Well, no, because 10 minutes later he kind of fell asleep.
Oh, he
in the
passed
club.
out on you?
Like I thought, he can't hang. He can't hang.
Well, he don't.
Yeah,
He
he's
doesn't
a lightweight.
He doesn't
lightweight.
drink, so it's the first time
Yeah,
out.
well, you
Hey,
gotta
wait
be
a
able to
minute.
hang
I
with
might be a
Asali.
lightweight to drinking, but I'm a heavyweight in bed, baby.
Now, Ocean, when you finally came back too, you got back up or whatever. How were things then?
Well, I still feel a little bit dizzy, but I seen a beautiful girl in front of me, so we still kind of continue grooving. Then it hit about 3:30 in the morning, and we headed back
and then
and
we got
back
in the
about
limo.
5:36 in the
And
morning.
Asali, how did you say goodnight?
We gave each other big hugs and talked about how we enjoyed the evening and just hope to see each other again.
So that's how it ended?
That's
Okay,
how it
very
ended.
nice. With some hopes, we'll see what happens.
Definitely.
Next, we're going to meet Tawala's date, and we're going to find out why she planned to take it all off on their date, so stay tuned. What happened on Asali's date with Ocean. Now let's meet Tawala's date. Tawala calls Asali a cold-hearted mental case who would rather eat chicken than have sex. So we hooked him up with a hot chick who says she's never chicken in the sack. Please welcome Danielle Simmons. Hi, Danielle. Good to see you. You know Tawala? Have a seat. And Tawala, did you find that you and Danielle had some similar interests right away?
Oh yeah. Danielle's a phone sex operator, and I'm into phone sex.
Okay. Hey, I can't go wrong
Baby,
there.
$100 hoe.
Come in, player hater, come in.
Have you seen that?
So, Asali, you don't approve of that kind of work?
Not really.
Not something that you would do?
Never.
Okay.
Well, looking like that, I don't think you would.
So, Danielle, it sounds like you and Tawala are kind of like-minded. What did you have on the agenda for the two of you?
Well, Chris, Tawala said he wanted to go to a spa, and I was quite excited about getting a jacuzzi and having a massage out
So, Danielle, anything in particular that you had to do to prepare for this date?
Well, I put my bikini, my little tiny bikini in my purse, and
So you were good to go?
yeah, but I'm not so shy. I didn't think I needed it anyway.
Oh, I see. But just in case. So, Tawala, what's going through your mind when you met Danielle?
Well, when I met Danielle, one thing stood out, right away.
I'm sure.
Definitely. For a fact, in my world, I think that, Asali is more prone to flaunting what she has. I think, Danielle, she kind of kept it undercover.
Kept it where?
Well, no.
Where she keep it?
Well, this is sexy kid.
No, that's really not.
Wait. She got something to flaunt. I wonder what you look like in trunks, boy.
It's a dream.
I like that spike hairstyle. It's really cute for the 80s.
Is it?
Now, Tawala, let me ask you, because you're not so impressed with the way Asali dresses. What about the way Danielle was dressed?
Well, she kind of, was fully dressed and whatnot, but I could tell there was a whole lot going on in what she had on.
Underneath.
A whole lot going on.
All right, Danielle, what about Tawala? How did he look when you met him?
Well, Chris, Tawala looked a lot like Wanye from Boyz II Men, which is my favorite group.
Ew, that's not a compliment.
About $1 million broken.
Now, Danielle, one of the things that Asali said earlier was that he's way too quick in bed. Did sex even come up? Well, maybe.
Yeah, sex came up, Chris. He told me that Asali's not giving out the pootie. Said he hadn't had sex in over a month and a half.
Why don't you give it to him?
All right, so Tawala, you and Danielle, you're having dinner. Anything eye-opening that happened at the restaurant?
Yes, when the waitress rolled up, Danielle flashed her ring and it told the waitress we just got engaged. You know, how in love we were and whatnot. And then she broke out a photo album, showed me some real sexy pictures.
So you got to see some of those photos? Yeah, and they were looking good. And what was she wearing in these particular pictures?
Well, she had a couple pictures where she had on some clothes, and one day she was just in this nice little bikini, this little workout outfit.
In fact, I think we have a shot of that one. Let's take a look at that. Here, take a look.
Oh, yeah. Pump it up, baby. Pump it up. Pump it up.
Now, Danielle, after Tawala saw those pictures, did he think you had a career in modeling or something?
Yeah, he told me of a friend that was putting together a nude calendar, and did I know of any nude models?
Yeah!
I told him I had a hot body. Yeah, I would be interested in
Now, Tawala, what if you had a choice between two calendars that featured Asali or Danielle, both nude? Which one would you buy?
Well,
be honest.
I have to take Danielle's because Asali wouldn't pose nude.
I see.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. When you look as good as this, you don't have to take your clothes off, baby.
Now, Tawala, here you are at the dinner table, right? You said that Asali would rather eat than have sex. Give us your take on Danielle in that situation.
I think she'd much rather have sex than eat. You know, I kind of cut off a little bit of food and kind of put her in her mouth. She kind of bit it.
So you could tell by that?
I could tell.
Oh, well,
You know.
2-minute girl, 2-minute brother.
Now, Danielle, Asali's upset that she's been going out with Tawala for a long time now, hasn't met his mom. Did that even come up? Was that discussed?
Yeah, he told me that he didn't introduce Asali to his mom because she was kind of nutty and...
That's what he told us?
Yeah,
Nutty?
yeah, and that he also didn't want his mom to be scared off by Asali.
Tawala, you're
but
talking
I'm
trash
sure
about your girlfriend
that,
like that.
Yeah.
But obviously things are going well with you and Danielle here. Any disappointments though at all?
Yeah, in the middle of our date, I got an emergency call. A friend of mine had to be hospitalized, and I had to take her to the hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a little scary, yeah. So there, Danielle, you went to the hospital with Tawala?
Yeah, we did. It was cool. It was cool.
Okay.
Exciting date.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
Tawala, did that trip to the hospital tell you anything about her?
it told me that Danielle is a really beautiful woman. She didn't have an attitude about the whole thing. You know, it cut into our date. You know, I tried to calm her down, but she wasn't really upset about it. Asali, she'd be like frantic. She'd be off the wall, you know, take me home. I can't do this.
Right.
Forget your friend.
Now, Danielle, I know you were excited about getting into the hot tub and doing the thing at the spa. Did that ever happen?
No, we didn't. However, I do have a jacuzzi back at my place, and after the show...
Oh, yeah? Well, we'll see. Now, Tawala, what about the date when it came to an end? Any passion there, or what was going on?
Sorry to say no. I mean, I didn't get that come kiss me kind of vibe. We had a really good evening. And, you know, maybe she's just not, you know, fast and, you know, putting the booty on someone on the first date. So I think that was kind of cool, you know. It was. You know,
That's understandable. All right, Danielle, he sounds a little disappointed. Were you?
Yeah, I was. I thought he was at least going to give me a hug. But there's always tomorrow.
There is.
All right, well, we'll find out. Can the promise of a steamy night in the hot tub cause him to have a change of heart? That's the answer next. Stay tuned. A relationship serious when he introduces a woman to his mother. Well, Asali hasn't met Mom yet, and whether she does depends exactly on what happens next. Is the relationship headed for Mom's place or for a one-way ticket to Splitsville? Let's find out. Now, Asali, we're going to start with you. 7 months, and it's time for a decision with Tawala. We sent you out with Ocean. You said you liked his bald head. You said that he was spontaneous. You guys went to Mexico, Tijuana, had a good time dancing and partying. What do you say?
Well, Ocean here showed me a fabulous time. Showed me what it's like to fly by the seat of my pants. Tawala over here needs to be a lot more attentive. But I think the chemistry's still there, so.
So you want to give it a shot and stay together? All right, Ocean, sorry things didn't work out for you. Now, Tawala, Asali wants to stay together.
Yeah.
Here you were out with Danielle.
Yeah.
You guys had a really good time. She showed you some sexy photographs. You did have to take a rain check on the hot tub thing. But what's your decision?
Well, I mean, Asali can be really cold and frigid at times, and Danielle showed me a really hot date and all, but I think that it's time for Asali to meet Mom. I think that'll thaw her out. So
Really?
I decided.
So you say stay together too. Danielle, sorry things didn't work out for you. Well, Tawala, Asali, hopefully the show's answered some of the questions in your relationship, and as you promised, I wish your mom was here. We could introduce her, but make sure you do that.
Yeah.
All right, that's our show for today. Thanks to Ocean and Danielle. Good luck to Tawala and Asali, and we'll see you next time on Change of Heart.